Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best nights of your life. Yes, you have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station.
Yes.
I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, Simply E, author, businesswoman, actress, chef. She sure makes some good gumbo. Okay.
I got you.
Show.
And I got my baby. I got y'all.
Now we ain't worried about that one. Sizzling, sexy, Simply E. Hey E, how you doing?
Oh, girl. Lord.
Let them use you.
Girl, I needed some edibles and a stiff drink yesterday. Lord, I'm going to get a bit of that when it's come time for my segment. Hey, Denise.
Let them use you, my love. Let them use you.
God is good. Let the church say amen.
I'm going to raise an offering right about now. We're going to raise a little offering.
What offering? Praise them.
You know, we want the kind that you can fold, not the kind that jiggle.
Not that, but that folding one. And you know what? No, give me them golden dollars. Give me them dollar coins. I want those because them kinds that fold gonna be out of season a little bit the way this president doing his thing. So give me them golden dollars. That's what we.
Yes. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. How was your day, E? It is, listen, this the second week in January. Woo, you all, I'm gonna let you get it together over there. And I'm gonna tell you, so this has been like really interesting, you all. So, I've definitely discovered some things that I want to share with everybody.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I had my dad, we buried him. His funeral was last Friday. And so during this process, I did a lot of, some leg work. And, first of all, you all listen, you got to get you some insurance. If you don't have any life insurance, you need to stop what you're doing right now and get you some life insurance. So let me tell you this, you guys, if you are an insurance, if you sell insurance, you're an insurance agent and you would like to be a sponsor of the J Spot, definitely email jspot@gmail.com. Again, that's jspot@gmail.com, and we can start pushing people towards you. But it's so important to have life insurance because, first of all, funerals are expensive. First of all, besides it being messy, why is always a mess when somebody dies?
It's always.
But is they messy, and then it's like they're expensive. And then everything is separate. And it's like, it's not you just pay the money and they do everything for you.
You have to do
you gotta do it.
I gotta do it. I just can't give this at the company, the funeral home, and they can just do it.
And they do it all. All, let me tell you, I had to go to the cemetery. What the heck? Now, y'all know, listen, I already struggle on a good day. But sending me at the cemetery to go pick out a plot, and it was raining and it was dark and all this other crazy, but it was dark in my mind. It was dark because I'm just like, what the heck? So I get there to the funeral, to the
Mhm.
cemetery. And so they tell me, go ahead and have a seat. We'll be right with you. Make yourself comfortable. I looked at her, the heck? What the heck I want to sit down and make myself comfortable
Make
for?
yourself comfortable like
Ain't
everybody
nobody
else.
out here, ain't nobody leaving here.
They
I
are
plan
comfortable.
right. They good and comfortable. I
Mhm.
plan on getting y'all this check and I plan on leaving.
You
So
gonna stand
I'm
right
gonna
here.
stand right here. I'm not getting comfortable. I don't mean no harm, but I'm not sitting down. What the heck am I sitting down for? First of all, my nerves is already on 12. All these dead folks, I feel like they judging me and they looking at
The dead folks is looking at what she doing. What you
right.
here for? Who you got? Who
Who
you
you
bringing
got?
us?
Who you got?
We need
Who
some
who y'all
friends.
shipping? And then you want me to sit down and then you gotta go and pick the plot. I'm like, okay, this is this. I told the man, I'm like, I don't want to go pick it. Can you just pick a spot for me? And so the man, he was like, no, you have to pick a spot. It was he was a brother. The white, I mean, skin. The pink people was gonna say, "Go ahead, I'll just give us like your check,
Give us your check. We got
and
all
and
for you.
we
Don't
and
even
we'll
worry
we'll
about
pick it for
nothing.
you." So the brother, he was like, "Nah,
Nah,
you
you
don't want
gonna
to
do
do that.
this.
You come and you pick it." But I was like, "It's scary out there." I was
I
like, "Do
don't
you
want
see
to
all
do
that
that.
rain coming down?" I'm like, "I don't want to, I don't want to do this. Like, I really didn't want to do it." So anyway, after he talked to me, I went on back there. I'm like, wait a minute, there's some more junk right here. Okay. So I'm making my own plans because I don't want my son having
Have
to
to go
go
through
through
that.
that because that was a traumatic experience. It's like you lose your parent or lose a loved
Yeah.
one, and then you have to go and make all those arrangements. So you all, let's try to be proactive. I mean, I know nobody wants to think about death and all this other stuff, but here's the thing: it's a reality. We're gonna be here today, and then the next day
We're gonna be gone.
we're gonna be gone.
Take that dirt nap.
We're gonna be gone. So it's like make the arrangements and make sure you have insurance, for your family. And here's the thing: the insurance is not for you. Okay,
You're
it's
not gonna
for
take it with you when you
you.
go.
You can't take any of that stuff. So it's like have all your business affairs in order so that it'll make it easier for your family to to put you away and to put you away nice, when everything is said and done. But definitely you want to definitely take advantage of getting some life insurance and get a decent policy. Let me tell you, don't be getting no $500. $500 won't
Ain't gonna
even
do
buy your
snot.
obituaries, okay? $500 won't even put flowers on the casket. So here's the thing. Listen, you gotta do the right thing.
I'm be
So
cheap.
you're
I'm gonna
gonna be
do my I'm gonna do my obituary next week, and then if someone precedes me in death, my family, I'm gonna just take their names and put them and just rearrange the names. Be like, they preceded me in death, and I'm gonna have it all organized on my computer. Like, okay, these are the pictures that I want up, so that way there would be all these youthful pictures. So if I do make it to like 100 years old or whatever, and when they get the obituary, they can be like, oh, where her old pictures? She ain't got that. Don't worry about what I look like when I was I'm getting fried. I'm going to get cremated anyway.
but it's just as expensive as a funeral.
I want to get cremated because and everybody who don't like me, they can put me up in they little blunts, sprinkle me in their blunts, and then smoke me and call it a day.
Oh, jeez Louise. No, I just put me in a nice, just put me in a nice box where I'll be good and comfortable, put a little, some coffee up in there and we'll be all right. But you all, we definitely want to again make those arrangements and make sure you have your business affairs in order. And
Yeah.
it's like if you have some things to leave behind, I'm just gonna tell you. Listen, make sure you put that thing in a trust. And I would say a lot of times we think of wills, but here's the thing about wills. Wills are contestable. So you can contest a will and all that, they'll be held up in probate court and all this other stuff. You want to know how I know about that? You know what? Because it's just let's just say I know some messy people and it just ain't right. And plus I worked in that field too. So, but you'll end up in probate court. Exactly. And it's like paying a probate, the judge and all this other stuff that eats away at the estate. And so by the time that stuff can stay in probate court 5-10 years, and by the time it's settled, listen, either the person that was fighting over, they probably dead, or it's no value in the property and the things that you left behind. So kind of think about putting things in a trust. Now I know that y'all didn't want to start the show off like that, but you know what? I have to help. We got to educate one another, and we got to definitely put that information out there so that what experiences bad or trivial experiences and not so good experiences have happened, I can help somebody to avoid that pit stop. But I'm telling you now, call in, make an order now like it's McDonald's, and you go head on and place your own order for where you want them to lay you to rest. Because I don't think I can walk up in there again and be like, okay, well, you know what? Let me order number 925. No, wait a minute, no. No, he like, okay, well, we're gonna put him right here. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, ain't you disturbing the person that's, see, that's what my mind was. Right, that's what my mind was at. I'm just like, oh no, y'all, I ain't gonna be able to do this right here.
Move Lou over here. You know they done got Lou up in here now this way. Boy,
hey boys, we got a neighbor. I'm like, I didn't, I'm disturbing, Mr. Cecilio right here. And now you gotta come shaking and baking and messing with him, So I'm like, So definitely get that information together. And you guys, I'm feeling deep today. So I have some more informative information. Listen, fellas, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Paternity Court. So when I tell you, folks are ruthless. Man, folks are ruthless.
He the daddy. I ain't sleep with nobody but him. But his cousin was over and I had fell asleep. And so I had hopped on it. I was sleep sexing.
Man. And then it's like they had two dudes in there and ain't neither one of them the daddy. I'm just like, oh, so you just got some friendly hoo-ha.
Yes,
there's been, just y'all, we can't have
keep on giving.
You can't have friendly hoo-ha in 2019, and you can't be generous with your jingleberries. You can't be generous with them.
Jingleberries now. The dingleberries don't be well. You can keep your dingleberries to yourself, but don't be generous with the jingle balls. The jingle balls, you keep that to just you and your boo thing, and she gonna keep her coo to you and her too.
Right? It's like it's so much. But what I wanted to say was, listen, if you have a doubt about the paternity of that child, fellas, do not sign that birth certificate, because here's the thing. Once you sign that birth certificate, even though you are not the biological father, you are the legal father. So you can still they can still take, and they can, and they will take child support from you and proceed with all those legal measures against you, because legally you're the father.
You is the daddy.
You that baby daddy.
You the pappy of that baby.
You that baby pappy, legally. So even though with the DNA test, and the DNA test comes and proves that you ain't the that you're not the biological father, you're gonna have to fight to have your name removed. And here's the thing, there's no guarantee that the court or the judge will remove your name from that birth certificate. And that's just facts right there. There is no guarantee. It's up to the judge to decide if they will remove your name from that birth certificate, whether you're the biological father or not. So if you got any doubt, come on, let's just, go ahead on and get that, just go ahead on and get that test done, or whatever you decide to do. But just know this, when you sign the birth certificate, you are legally the father.
That's right.
The flip side to it is, if you did not sign the birth certificate, you have no legal right whatsoever. You have no legal say so. So you may decide that you want to go pick your kid up from school, and she done got mad at you because you got rah-rah in the car with you picking up little Tim, and she see your baby mama ride past and see you, and she done told you not to have this girl around that baby, and your name ain't on that birth certificate. Baby, she can have you locked up for kidnapping because your name ain't on that birth certificate.
Women will do it. Women are bogus enough. People are just bogus and they're heartbroken because you didn't want to be with them or whatever. They can't get over the relationship being over with, so they will get you arrested for some silly stuff.
And I'm saying this so that you guys can plan and move accordingly. I'm not bashing women, I'm not bashing men. I'm putting information out there so that everybody can move accordingly and handle your business. I mean, we too good and grown, and at the end of the day, the only people that suffer from these type of situations are the kids. Yes. They did not ask to be here. No. If you don't want any kids, there's two sure ways. Don't do it. Be celibate. Okay? Be celibate. Be celibate. But anything out of being celibate, or if you're not killing yourself, anything outside of that, is, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that a hole could get in a condom. Birth control pills are not 100%. The only 100% way is to not have sex.
Listen,
Tell them, help me.
don't do that. Now, just put on 2 condoms. Use your imagination. Jack off or whatever. Play with yourself. Use your fingers. God gave you all these little things. Look at them tools. They already came with you. And the womb, half of you was touching your winky anyway in the dang womb anyway. So don't even worry about it. You started at an early age jacking off. So you might as well finish jacking off right about now. See, some of you little babies be patting their little monkeys and stuff. Pet your little monkey right now. Don't get all hot in the drawers and you need to jump on some winky one. Jump on a plastic one. They even got sex dolls. I just watched a video earlier where they have a human-sized sex dolls with big old boobs and everything. Jack off in her or whatever. She ain't gonna get pregnant. And if she produced a little Mattel plastic baby for you, that heifer was on some stuff. You gotta watch her.
She have a little Ken. Just know she been with somebody else. It was somebody else before you got there.
That one on you. That's
it was somebody else.
So
you definitely have to, again, like I say, you gotta move accordingly. And if you are in this situation, then you want to definitely consult with a legal advisor to see what your rights are. But I mean, again, this is serious, and only the kids are suffering from this because it's so much bickering and all this and that. Just try to remember back to that time when y'all was all feeling each other and y'all was in the heat of the moment, whatever. It's so funny that it's like you have kids and then you forget about the moment that y'all shared to have the kids. The thrill is gone.
I'm still trying to forget.
But how? It's like we
sleep.
We walk around
you
mad.
Remember your moment?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, girl, you better than me. I don't even remember. I remember a moment. I don't even remember what happened yesterday.
I'm just saying, like, remember, like, the hat, that don't change the way I feel now. But I'm saying it definitely, my son kept me from being, so hard and just seeing all kinds of bad things because, I didn't want that to reflect him. So, I definitely did my best to, remain, just neutral. But now that he's grown, it's like, he gets to form his own opinion. And I've told him, what happened. But it's my perspective. So I said, you have to talk to him and find out from his side and find out from his point of view what happened. And then you can make whatever decision that you want to make. But I'm like, listen, you say whatever you want to say. I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, when you woke up, who you saw? When you went to sleep, who you saw? Mama. When it was time to cut a check, who did you see cutting the check? So that's all that matters at the end of the day. But again, you guys definitely move accordingly and just let's keep in mind it's the kids. All this stuff affects the kids, and we want to definitely make sure that we're creating good environments for them. I mean, and it's like, even though they may not come into this world in under the best circumstances, but once some little jokers get here,
they're yours.
And it's your responsibility to make sure that you provide the best that you can.
Yes.
Don't try to live vicariously through you.
Yeah, don't do. Oh my God. And stop, my rant. Stop trying to be these children's friends. Stop doing that. I had the most horrible experience this week. I posted on my Facebook page that I got in the teaching position, and unfortunately the teaching position, they couldn't afford the position. So they offered me a sub position. I was like, cool, I'll take that. So I took a class on last week, and the class was pretty cool. I put one student out of my room because she just was flip at the mouth or whatever. And then she told me to F off. And this was an 8th grade class that told me to F off. And I was like, whoo. So I put her out of my classroom. But then yesterday I had some seniors.
My Lord.
And they're in this class because they have failed the state exam. A majority of the senior class have failed the state exam.
Wow.
So, and I'm so thankful that my child, she passed it on the first sophomore year. She passed it. So
hey, Nanny Bear.
My baby is graduating.
Yes.
But literally, I want to say like 97% of the senior class failed the state exam. So they're in this class that I had yesterday, and one of the students who didn't like my daughter, she knew that I was, her mom. So she decided to come at me. And so she's giving me all these little issues all throughout the class period or whatever. She's putting her feet on the desk. She's talking loud. She's getting up, walking out the classroom, whatever. And I was like, can you please, I'm not going to cuss at you all. I expect you all not to curse at me. I'm not going to yell at you. Don't yell at me. You all know who my daughter is. So, it is what it is. Here's your assignment. If you need some help, let me know. And I even posted up on the board, an associate of mine who's an excellent teacher down south, that they can go and check out his information on YouTube, whatever they need some further, assistance. So I asked the girl to be quiet again, and she called me a B.
Woo, Lord, take me now.
She said, B, who are you talking to? And I was like, who? So I've been called to be out. I've been called to be before, but by grown folks, and we done went toe to toe. I done got, and I should have thought about it because technically she grown because she 18. So I should have took her and threw the little girl because she 18, but I didn't put my hands on her. I was like, no problem, gotcha. So I said, you know what? You need to figure out what side of the fence you want to ride on because you don't even know right now. You don't even know yourself. I said, all you all up in here because you're failing or whatever, and you don't need to fail. They're setting you all up. I said, but you can get out of my classroom. I'm not going anywhere. You're going to get out of my class. That's what you're going to do. So she did eventually get out the classroom, whatever. And so one of my daughter's friends was recording the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
So when she recorded it, she sent it to my daughter. And so after class was over with, my daughter ran up to the classroom, was like, Mom, are you okay? And I said, I'm good. She was like, well, I heard that so-and-so called you out your name. She called you a bit. I said, don't worry about that. I'm not concerned about all of that. I'm happy that y'all are fine. You graduating. So I'm not concerned about anybody else.
She ain't worth it.
So I'm okay. So my daughter was like, Mom, I'm so upset. I said, no, you're not going to fight. You've never fought. She's never been in a fight. She's just a great student or whatever. She's done some things like most teenagers, but she's never been in a fight or whatever. But that don't mean that she don't know how to fight.
Right.
Because she got brothers, and she'll go toe to toe with them.
Yes, Lord.
So I said, I signed you out. Go ahead and go home. You finish with her class. She had 2 classes that morning, and that's it. She got for the rest of the semester. So go ahead, go home. You good to go. She's like, okay, well, I got some stuff for the prom committee to do. So I'm going to stay around for that, and then I'm going to go home. I said, okay. I'm thinking everything cool. She went downstairs. Everything cool. I think about 10 minutes later, 2 of her friends came up, ran to my classroom. Miss Muhammad, I'm like, what's wrong? I heard her scream. I said, who? They was like, my daughter. I said, no, I didn't hear her scream. They was like, is she okay? I said, she's fine. She's in the conference room. No, she's not. I said, grab a purse and go downstairs, see what's going on. This child walked up to that girl and told that girl, so you called my mama B? And she was like, yep. Noni knocked the girl in the mouth before she could get the full sentence of yes out. She just cold cocked her. So,
oh, Noni.
My baby, I love you, Pudding Pop, but yeah, she went there with that girl. She went there with that girl.
Ooh.
And so they grabbed my daughter and they took my daughter to another classroom because they love my daughter. Took the girl to the office. The girl wound up getting suspended for 3 days. And I think they only suspended her because my daughter retaliated, in my defense, because at first she was still sitting around the school or whatever, like it was no problem. And so my daughter did get suspended for 5 days for fighting or whatever. And then they asked me that, that I would no longer be teaching the senior class or the high school students. And I'm fine with that because it's a setup. I felt so sorry for these students because if a majority of you all are in this class and a majority of the senior class is failing, then they're setting you up to go into the prison system. And one of the schools, the colleges that fund the prison in Indiana fund this school. So I'm like, they're not teaching you anything. The teachers are leaving left and right, literally leaving like it's no tomorrow. And they just sitting back. They cool with it. The teachers they're tired of fighting the students. There is no accord or no alliance when it comes to the staff, the teachers, the parents. There is no connection there. And I've never been disrespected before, especially by a child to that degree. Because my daughter knows if you even say what to me, I'm going to backhand you because what in my household is a cuss word. And that's how I grew up. If you shrug your shoulders or pop your mouth, you cursing at me. So I'm going to sock you in your mouth. I don't believe in disrespect. And I didn't disrespect my own mother. So I'd be dang if I let a child disrespect me and think that stuff is cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm good. But my daughter, she handled the business yesterday. And I felt bad that she got, suspended. But at the same time, you parents out here that just drop your children off at school because you want a vacation, you laid down and screwed and had these damn babies, period. You don't educate these children. You don't try to spend the time with these children. You too busy trying to lay up some damn where and pop out these damn babies and stuff. And then nobody wants to be dealing with your bastard children. So you need to take the time to deal with your own bastard child. And that's the problem. You know that you got a bastard. You know that when you drop his little ass off, excuse my language, ass is in the Bible. When you drop his ass off or her ass off to the schoolroom, you know that they were bastards. You knew that. So you need to sit your bastard ass up in that class with your bastard child and see what the hell problems that they're giving these teachers and stuff. Because the teachers are not getting paid enough money to deal with your damn problems. They didn't lay down a screw and had these little damn demons.
Absolutely.
And then the educational system that allows these children to be so damn disrespectful to the staff. And you wonder why the staff is quitting every day. Like the whole senior class staff is quitting at the end of the semester. You wonder why these teachers don't want to be bothered with these disrespectful ass children. I'm just so surprised and shocked. And then they just walk through the school cussing. The whole time cussing, F this, H this, and the teachers are there not saying nothing, and they so happy that the basketball team is doing good, so they just, they pass them and graduate because they're on the basketball team, whatever. They're setting your children up for failure. Everybody's not gonna make it to the damn NBA, and that's just reality. These children can barely read. They can barely write. I saw their writing yesterday, and these were seniors. That's like something from the 5th damn grade.
And that's so sad because it's just like what you're saying, 90% of the class or more than 90%.
More than 90% of this school, the senior class, has failed the state exam.
And that's on the parents, because it's like, how do you where your child stands? How do you not know? But then they look forward to, and my son and I were talking about this, some of the parents look forward to prom time. You spend all this money on these prom cars and these dresses and all this other stuff.
And that child is dumb as rocks.
And then get to college, then they only get to the first semester because the parents, they don't feel like it's worth $300 to buy a book, but you spend $3,500 on a car for a few hours. And I'm like, I told my son, he was just telling me, he's like, man, it's kind of dead now. He was like, it's so many people that did not come back for the second semester. He's like, so many people didn't make it for the second semester. I say, because unfortunately, nobody prepped them for reality.
They didn't. They dropped them off and they start them out at a young age. So mind you, I had an 8th grade class and I had, a senior class. And the 8th grade class, I asked them, what did you want to be when you grew up? Do you understand? And this was an English class, and some of them didn't understand the read this poem and to write a paragraph from it. And they didn't understand the poem or anything. And I'm just like, what do you all want to be when you graduate? And so they're telling me what they want to be or whatever. And I was like, if you all just study, all you have to do is just study or take the initiative to sign yourselves up into these online tutoring things that are free. Even with the senior class, I told them, sign up to these online classes that are free and take advantage of that because they're setting y'all up. Half of y'all won't see 21. I can guarantee it. And I said, then you all have a classmate that got killed last year by a police officer. So you don't want that to be you. Half of y'all are going to be in that jail and y'all going to be in Westville. Half of y'all going to be in Westville because of the attitude that you all are giving me right now. And I know you heard this already, this argument or this statement that I'm giving to you. I know you've heard it before. So you should get tired of hearing it, especially if someone is keep on telling you it. You need to pay attention to what people are telling you and do what you need to do. But they are not. They are just like, one boy, his girlfriend next to him, he's so rubbing on her booty and she just trying to do her work and stuff. And I'm just sitting back like, dude, while you sitting up there rubbing on her butt, you need to be doing your work. You failed. You in this class, you failed. And you think you're going to graduate?
But it's like, again, it's like when you talk about that. First, let's get Katie Lowe. She said, I have never heard her talk like that. I had to pick myself up off the floor. Somebody made her mad.
When that girl called me a B, baby, listen, if I had some bail money, I'd have beat the snot out of her ass. But I didn't have no bail money. So I couldn't beat her ass. But if I had some bail money, I'd have dragged that little hoe. But
it goes back to what we were just saying earlier. You got to start it. All this stuff affects
Starts
our
at home.
kids, and it
Yeah.
starts at home with the parents. It's like if you're not on one accord with the parent, both parents are not on one accord, it stems all this dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're passing it on to the kids, and then they take it to the schools, and the teachers, they don't
They
care.
don't
They're not
care.
equipped to deal with
They
this
don't care.
because it's your job to parent.
They don't
It's
care
your
because
job.
they have been so neglected and abused by these students and neglected by the support system. They don't have a support system. So they're just tired. They just want to come to work, collect their little check, and keep it moving.
Wait, Jerry Graves is saying she looked like she could throw them hands.
I don't be playing. I told my daughter, I said, listen, babe, you've never been into a fight, don't get into a fight because of me. I said all throughout literally every level that I've been to in school, except my senior year, first grade through kindergarten through 11th, I have been in a fight. Every year. It's usually be boys, but I've been into a fight. Either I win or I lose, but you gonna know you're not gonna mess with me. Them children in Grenada, Mississippi would tell you that one right there. Now she gonna fight. Yeah, I sure am gonna fight. You're not gonna mess with me. You're not gonna pick on me.
You shouldn't
You're
be surprised when your daughter ran down there.
She was like,
the apple don't fall far from the tree.
No, and then my son, he's upset with me. But when she told my son, he was like, man, don't maybe have to come up to that school. They don't even know. I may be having odds with mom, but that's my mom. You're not gonna disrespect my mom.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's just real, And so I felt so bad though for the students. And I told my guy I wanted to cry because they're gonna be dead in 2 years. They're not gonna they're gonna be dead, they're gonna be pregnant, they're not gonna have a future because they've been allowed to just screw over their whole high school existence. And the staff, they buddy. That blew me. Girl, you should get this for prime. Girl, why you watching that? Let's rent School Days for y'all to watch. Did you not see School Days? That's a great movie, but all the sex that's in School Days, you missed the message. And then one girl was like,
absolutely.
One girl was like, oh, I didn't even like School Days because I like Spike Lee, but I don't even like School Days. She was college grad, this teacher or whatever. And I'm like, you dingbat, you missed the message of School Days because you were so stuck on the step show or the sexual stuff or the jokes, and you missed the whole damn message that he telling you to wake the hell up. You setting yourselves up.
And what was that? More than 20 years or probably almost 30 years ago. And look at the condition that we're in now. Man. We have a lot of opportunities, a lot more opportunities before us today than we had back then. But it's like our mindsets, and it's just like the state of mind is just horrible. So we gotta, as a people, we gotta get it together.
Yes,
we gotta get it together.
Yes.
We gotta start instilling morals and values and integrity and respect in our children, because if they don't respect you, then they going out the house not respecting anybody. And it's just like, listen, everybody is not going to accept that type of behavior. No, so it's like it starts at home. So let's turn down a little bit, because everybody's so interested in turning up. Turn down. Yeah. Make sure your kid know how to read. Make sure that they know how to write. Make sure that they're reading on their level
and beyond their level
or above. Make sure they know how to read.
The books that they were reading, I read those things in probably like 5th grade. So the 8th grade class, the books that they were reading, I make my son read. We have books at home, but the books that they were given to read, I know I read that stuff in 5th grade or whatever. And when I was down in Mississippi and was in school and stuff, and I had pulled out this book, my favorite book, Pillars of the Earth. I love this book. I was in 7th grade. My sister, she used to always have us at the library. So I'm in the library and I'm trying to find a book to read. And I saw that cover and I was like, this kind of seems interesting. The book is about that thick. I love this book. 7th grade, I'm 13 years old. I checked out that book. I'm reading it at school. The teachers pulled me to the side. These are all pink people. And they're like, you understand that book? I'm like, yeah. They was like, well, I read that in college and you're in the 7th grade. It's an interesting book. It was a fictional book. It's a really interesting book about medieval times or whatever, but a really good book. And so they were just shocked that a 13-year-old Black girl is reading a book that they read in college and stuff. Man. But you got these teachers up here that are just making these students read on their quote unquote level, you know.
And it's like, it's not even like it used to be. Like, they don't even make them write the words that, like,
No.
I hate it 5 times each
Yes,
and 10
you gotta
times
write
each.
that.
But you know what? You have to write it because it's like the repetition of writing. It helps you know how to
Yes,
spell it. It's
yes.
just different things that they did back then that they don't do today. And it's like,
That's right.
you
They
know,
don't
the kids
teach.
are on the phones and everything is about social media
I took a
and
phone
all this
today.
crap. It's like,
I told them children, I'm say, listen, I don't curse at you, don't curse at me. I don't allow any child to disrespect me, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. If you have an issue with me, come and talk to me and tell me what's going on or whatever. But don't disrespect me and I won't disrespect you. Girl, when that girl dropped when she said what was one girl said, hell, come here, sweetie. We're not gonna do this in this classroom. Okay, yes, ma'am. Go sit down. Then I had to train one boy to say ma'am because he kept on saying, yeah. I said, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yeah, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I said, sweetheart, you're gonna have a lonely birthday party next weekend. Promise you, because my son will not be there. And he was like, I said, don't you know I know your mother's number?
and see, it's like the disrespect and just things like that. So, and you know, we deep because you know this is to help. This is
Man.
to help us because we're losing too many of our
Losing
babies
so many
senselessly.
babies.
It's so much anger. It's so much
Yeah.
hate. It's like these people are just filled with so much hate and rage. It's just like,
But
oh my God, you know?
what I did find out, like I asked because the students, the 8th grade students were like, could you come back? And I was like, well, no, your teacher will be back, you know. And they were like, well, she tries to be our friend and we don't like that. And that was shocking to hear from students. They was like, we rather a teacher that is a teacher. Don't be our friends. Be a teacher. Be an adult. And I was like,
right, because they got too much of that. Everybody is your friend, but who's going to give you some sound advice? Who's going to give you some sound knowledge? If you got your mama being your friend, your daddy ain't there, your teacher trying to be everybody. So who's leading you? Who's guiding you? Who's helping you to ensure that you got everything on the right path? So it's like with your kids, I don't care how grown they get. Don't cross that line and try to become friends because once you become friends, they lose a level of respect for you. So I'm like, you know, yeah, you know, I still got it, you know. But me and my son ain't friends. No. He know good and doggone well. We ain't friends. We not hanging out, sweetheart. Listen, he get to talking and he's like, you know, yeah, I said this. I ain't even gonna tell you the rest of what I said, but I'm just telling you this. I said, thank you very much. Because you already know. So it's like, it's a level of respect. Like, I don't want you to think that we ever friends. You can come to me and talk to me about anything. But what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to act like you're talking to your mama and not one of your friends.
That's the thing, you know, they can't talk to their parents. When I was growing up, my mom didn't tell me anything, you know. She didn't talk to me about life situations, whatever. So I made sure that I expressed this to my children. There was an open door of communication. So when they did come through things in life, my son, you know, he tried to scare me last year. He was talking about some mom. I think I got somebody pregnant. I was about to lose my mind because I'm too young to be anybody's grandmama. So, and I was like, but he was like, Mom, I have to talk to you and tell you something. And I was like, okay. And so he told me, and I was just like, oh God. But turned out old girl was trying to run game and get some money from him. So, but still he felt comfortable to come and tell me. It wasn't like I'm trying to sneak around or whatever. And then you're going to find out on social media, whatever, that, you know, you're a grandmama. No, you're going to come and tell me. Or even when he first had sex, which I was losing my mind on that because, you know, every parent you envision your child will, you know, probably until they get married and stuff.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. I'm like, you could probably just we've had the condom talk and things like that. So I'm just like, you know, and we've had the cavity check talk and all, you know, so we've had a look because, you know, listen, if you know some grimy stuff and you know some grimy, listen, you gotta equip your kids. You can't just sit up here and just send them out there because here's the thing: if you don't tell them, they're gonna see it on social media. One of their friends gonna tell, and they 9 times out of 10 they're gonna give them the wrong information. Let's get some of these. Go ahead, read some of those because they are going. And thank you guys so much for tuning in.
So Miss Gross Lyon says, "Wow, the system set up to send the kids to jail," which is true. And then Jerry Gray said, "We have to pray for our youth. We can't give up no matter how hard it gets." Deron Montgomery MBA said, exactly, Jay. We spend too much time celebrating mediocrity in our community. As a whole, we've got to do better. DJ Tron Ray said, hell, the teachers is only a few years older than the students, which that's true, also. And then he also goes to say, 64, hey, 64 is watching.
Hey,
and then Miss Katie Lowe, hey, Katie Lowe, she says, preach, Jay.
Listen, it's like we have to do better. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for participating. But, we definitely wanted to take the time to put this out there because, you guys, it's so important. At the end of the day, we're strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. And this is definitely a conversation that needed to be had.
Exactly.
So, you guys, we're going to take a short musical break. We're going to switch gears. And we coming back with some mess. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Thank you guys so much.
Has always been easy because it's true. Yeah. I would not believe if someone would have told me you would come along. To reveal my soul, cause I was so in love, my heart had grown cold. So cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. I don't mirage what I feel for you. Put that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Oh yeah. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry, go together like love said. Passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade of what I feel for you, love. But that, oh God, I got love for you, yeah. Said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, so easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you, yeah, is what I search my life to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, businesswoman, actress, teacher.
I don't know now.
Teach us. How's it going?
Girl, I feel better. How to
Get off your chest. You gotta relax, release. You got it?
Yes.
Tell everybody how they can pick up a copy of the book.
My book. Make sure you go to Amazon.com, type in Edra Muhammad, Eddra Muhammad with a U, and my book will pop up. It is $25 on Amazon plus the cost of shipping. Or you can just cash app me. $.
Cash app.
Edra Muhammad, and I will send you an autographed copy of the book for $25, and the shipping is included in that $25 fee. So, and I'm gonna put it on the J Spot page. I've been busy like crazy. I do apologize, but check out the book. It's a great collection of letters from 10 authors. And we did not grow up in the household with our biological father. So my story, when you get my book, my story will be the first story that you open up to. And it's a letter to my father on the things that happened in his absence. Because fathers, you all don't understand how important it is for you all to be in that household with your child. Mothers,
Absolutely.
it's the same thing. You all don't understand how important it is for you to be in that household with that child. Both of y'all laid down and screwed and made this baby.
Absolutely.
Stay there, deal with the manners. I know sometimes it's difficult. The wife may be, crazy. The baby mama may be crazy, whatever. You knew she was crazy when you sucked your winky wonk in her cootie-coo. You knew that. But she has some good monkey. They say crazy women got some good monkey. I got some good monkey myself. So I understand. I can pop a little few pills in there. I understand. Listen. So you can't be mad now she crazy. You knew she was crazy. Like my ex-husband, right? His ex-girlfriend. He went through her medicine cabinet and saw all her nut pills. She told him, I'm bipolar. I'm schizophrenic. She told him this. Ooh. But he still took his wonky wonk and stuck it in her monkey. And then wondered why this nut was. And I was like, and then she had to never tell me when I was pregnant. Yeah, we're gonna take the baby. And we're gonna raise the baby. I said, excuse me? She was like, yeah, when you deliver, we're gonna come to the hospital and we're gonna take the baby and raise the baby.
Oh Lord.
You nutball. You are not raising my child. Have you lost your mind? But that solidified for me that you're crazy. And I asked him, why would you mess with her? And you know she was crazy. He's like, well, she did have some good monkey. She's crazy. So you all don't be getting these crazy women. Though I was already pregnant, so I'm over it. My craziness. Y'all get me, you can hang with me. I've got my tube size, so I ain't getting pregnant. But don't be getting these crazy women pregnant and stuff, and then getting surprised that she done lost her little rabbit ass mind now. And
or your kids come out crazy.
Kids come out crazy. Your children be, scratching their head and stuff and looking around in the space because they nutball crazy because you knew her mom was crazy, or you know that you got some crazy sperm. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know you crazy. You know you was, with that child that was licking the wall as a child and stuff, licking at the bottom.
Or eating the ice out the refrigerator that had lead in it.
You know you was digging the holes, eating the drywall, filling and everything, sniffing the glue because it tastes good. Paste tastes good. We all tasted some paste back in the day.
Sniffing on those black markers.
You know that. You know you crazy. Don't be out there. Listen, before you skeet in her sheets. Man, before skeet out that first little set, because that first round is probably the crazy sperm. And then skeet in that good set, because that second set is probably the good sperm. That's the first little crazy sperms going out the way, out into the sheet somewhere. Don't let it go into her monkey and get stuck into the cavities of the walls and stuff and create crazy little children that you are. Don't make a second you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You guys, we'll have E's link for how to pick up a copy of the book posted on our page. You guys go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. This segment of the J Spot is brought to you by Polish My Lips. It is a nice, smooth, long-lasting lip polish. You guys go to the page to check out the product and also to place your use reference code Jaye, Jaye. Again, that's Polish My Lips, and this portion of the J Spot is being brought to you by Polish My Lips.
Yes.
Now, you all, we were deep. Ooh, but we're going to go ahead on, and keep rocking. We're going to switch gears.
Yes.
Now, one of the topics that have been trending and popping in where Jayland. Listen, this scenario. Okay, so the dude, he takes a woman out. They go out on a date. She has 2 kids. So they have a really nice time or whatever. And so at the end of the night, they went out to dinner and everything. And so at the end of the night, she asked the gentleman can he buy 2 extra meals for her kids? He told her no, he doesn't buy food for people he don't know. He was like, I don't even know your kids. Why am I buying food for your kids? So the question was, is he wrong for not wanting to buy food for her kids? What do you think, E?
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
Why is he wrong? And Facebook, let me know, because we're going to read some of your comments. Is this man wrong for not wanting to buy food for the woman's kids after they just been on a date? They went on a a date, and we're gonna get into that. Ooh,
That
we're
was
gonna
just
get
the
into that
first date.
tonight.
They never did anything
They had
else.
never, and he had never met the kids or anything like that. But she asked him to buy 2 extra meals for her kids. And is he wrong? So he said no. He's like, okay, I don't know them, so why would I buy them food?
I understand where he's coming from because she may not even have any children, whatever. She may be just trying to, get something else to eat or whatever. Or at the same time, it may be a test. With women, we will, test you, whatever. She may be testing him to see if he is a generous man or is the type of man that she wants to spend some more time with, or if he's a selfish, person, whatever. So if he was wrong or not.
Well, hey, Jerome, that's my cousin Jerome. He said, hey, Cynthia, yes, it was the first date. And Duran, he's saying whether he wrong or not, he ain't getting no monkey. Well, yeah, that's probably, that's for sure. Now, it's 2 ways. Okay, so as far as being a date wise, no, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
But just on man code,
On
on
man
GP,
code.
come on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you gon' oh, well, he's not, make no mistake about it. He's not obligated to do anything. He's not obligated.
Yeah.
But what if she really asks for a reason? Like, you don't know the situation, especially by being the first date. But I'm going to fall back because we can flip this scenario so many different ways. By being a woman, if I'm on a date and I know that my kids ain't got nothing to eat at home, I'm going to order a big meal and I ain't gonna eat it,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna take it home. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that was the first date, if she was in fact in that situation where it wasn't really no food at the house for the kids or whatever, but I ain't finna be sitting up here laughing up in no dude face.
No.
And my kids ain't got nothing to eat. I'm gonna be out here trying to get to this money so I can get my kids something to eat. But everybody don't think like that. So we're just thinking and just flipping different scenarios. But just off GP. You a man, what is it gonna cost you to get just because what would you want somebody to do for you? Yeah. That's how I look at it. It's not that you're obligated to do it because you're not, but just on the basis of being a good person, just being a good dude, to me, that would speak volumes to his character.
Yes.
Because that would tell me that, he's not a caring person. Yes. Because you thought about yourself. Yeah. You thought about the fact that I don't know them. What does it got to do with you knowing anybody? It's
like, me, you asked me to go out on a date with you. So therefore you should have, said, you know what? I don't normally do this, but since it is for your children and I do like you, yes, I'm going to purchase your children. I can get them something from here to eat now.
Right, we can grab something
on the way back to the house.
Absolutely.
That's how he should have handled it.
Or we can go to the grocery store. Listen, I'm going to go to the store. We can something, but to reply as, no, I don't know them, or because I don't know them, or to not put any other option on the table, that to me, I'm like, that would have said, whoa.
Jerome Garrett said, would she do that for him?
You would hope, and if she wouldn't, then the same rules apply for her. Like, okay, you know what? Listen, that speaks volumes to her character. Listen, I got kids. She won't be the mothering type towards my kids. She wouldn't be the nurturing type towards, she wouldn't be that person that would bring a home type feeling and environment for me and my kids. So that's probably not somebody that you want to listen. Don't take it home. Don't try to hit it. Just let it go, because somebody going to end up getting attached. Then you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that don't like your kids, that don't like kids at all, that ain't going to do nothing but what they showed you up front that they were going to do. So those are kind of like important signs, like, okay, like, you know what? No, you may not want to go that route. So again, he's not obligated, but that speaks volumes to the character and the type of man that he is. Because again, you asking, first of all, I don't even think I could even ask. I mean, my ego is just, and I don't know if it's my ego or pride, or I don't know, but I have a problem with asking. You guys, I have a problem. So please refer me to a program, but I have a problem with asking for help.
I do too. I think my God, for me, if I were in that situation, one, I wouldn't even be on a date if my babies ain't got nothing to eat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be making them something to eat or whatever, or I'm gonna let them know, listen, I can't. I would tell him, if you really like me, blah blah blah, and he'd be like, yeah. Well, listen, I don't have anything to feed my children, so I can't go out on a date. Now, if you would like to purchase some food or whatever, and I will cook for us, and I will bring it over there to you, or whatever. You can come get me. I'll prepare the food, and we can do that routine or whatever. You ain't gonna come in my house because you don't know my children, but you can take me to the grocery store. You can purchase the food. I'll cook it or whatever, and then we can have a date that way, so I can provide something for my children. But I wouldn't be out on no date, in some dude's face, and I know my baby's at home starving.
Right, because I couldn't even concentrate. I wouldn't be able to even focus on having a good time. If y'all hungry, then I'm hungry too. We all finna be hungry together. I'm not finna be sitting up here trying to go out and smooth. And plus, I'm like, if my stuff ain't right, I can't even focus on trying to entertain somebody or be around somebody, because again, I know that my stuff ain't in order and I need to get it together. And before I ask, Lord knows, I mean, and maybe I need to change this, but before I just cannot bring myself to ask nobody for nothing. Like,
no, you don't need to change it, because God,
I just can't do it.
Provide for you, because He knows, He knows your heart, and He knows whether or not that's just not in you. You're not built that way.
I mean, but I'll give, like, and especially if I see people and I see that people, but I'll give, like, and especially if I see people and I see that people need stuff, because sometimes you can tell that a person needs something. So I'm like to give. If I see a person needs something, if I got it, I don't mind giving it. I don't mind helping out, because I know how it feels to be on the end, to need some help, to need a hand up. So that's why I'm like, I like to give back, and I believe in empowering each other. I needed somebody to say that word to me, to help me get back on track, to help me put 2 and 2 together and make 4, and then continue to add on and multiply from there. So we all need that. But as far as asking for somebody for some money, or asking a dude for some money, whoo, man,
that's hard.
Do you know how I would just I would have rocks in my jaws?
We must have been in a relationship. Now I can do it.
I can't even do it even if in a relationship.
And then that's a good way to scare off a guy too. If you don't want to be bothered with him, ask for some money. He'll leave you alone. He'll leave you alone.
I don't even think I can get it to come out of my mouth.
Get a dude that you don't want to be bothered with, and he keep on bothering you. Be like, you know what, Beck? Because I swear I shot down about 4 of them last year. I said, I know exactly how to deal with this one. Gotcha. I need $500. Man, I gotta go out of town. I need some money. So if you want to talk to me so bad, bet. Here's my Cash App. Send that 500 that way.
Man.
Girl, crickets. I was like, good. Now I got crickets. Now you finally gonna leave me the heck of dog alone. I'm good to go.
So run that young cash.
Run
so
that cash, because you ain't getting none of this ass. That ain't a cuss word. Remember that.
I don't know. I just cannot remember a time, asking, oh Lord, I just I don't know. I ain't never been well, can you get my hair done? You get my nails done? That's what I work.
I asked to do that one, because I'm like, if you say we're together and you keep on bothering me, fine, bet. I got a photo shoot. I need my hair done. And he was like, what? I said, I need my hair done. My hair is going to cost $80. I got it dyed. I got it curled and everything else. I need my hair done. Okay. Bet. Went to the ATM. Run that. Thanks so much. Then he was like, after he gave it to buddy, and I did get my hair done the next day for the photo shoot. He was like, I don't think that we can, go on any further, because the way my money is set up, I just don't have extra money to be giving you. And that's fine, because I don't have extra ass to be giving you. So that is fine. Everything is written. What? It's not. It's in the Bible. Ass is in the Bible. You can say that word.
Wait a minute. You said so you didn't have any extra to be given?
I didn't have no extra ass. He didn't have no extra cash. We good to go. We got an even exchange here. And this stuff didn't even work no damn how.
Wait, so here, you know what? It's like I've been in a situation. I guess I just feel like I don't want to feel like I owe anything, like I owe you something. And I don't know, maybe that's not how it should be in a relationship. Like, no, so I definitely gotta adjust the way that I think about that relationship wise, because I'm like, I'll do for you before I would expect for you to do for me. So I'm like, y'all got to keep me lifted so I can just make sure I'm thinking the right way. But we're going to go ahead and transition. Who do we have on the phone?
Corey. Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with y'all today, baby?
Hey, Corey, how are you?
What in the world is wrong with you two? You know what? Go ahead. So, questioning the norm today is going to be pretty much piggyback off of everything you guys have been talking about today.
Praise them.
Let them use you.
I'm going off of the dome. I did not write any of this down because I wanted to listen so that I can hear what Thus says, y'all. First of all, I want to start off by saying that I'm going to sell some t-shirts and I need everybody to wear one. They will simply say, child abuse saves lives.
Hello?
Yes.
That's real. Beatthat.ass.com.
As I was listening to you guys, the one thing that I was hearing was the lack of respect.
Yes.
And when we were growing up, that was the opposite. You respected everything. We said yes, sir, and yes, ma'am to dogs that was older than us.
Absolutely.
So what we want to question now is, when did we stop whooping?
Absolutely.
When did children have rights?
When did we stop whooping? When did we take prayers out of the school? Because I believe when we took the prayers out of the school, that's when the guns came in. You took Jesus out and brought the guns in.
Yes.
Questioning the norm. I got to stay topic focused because I can easily go off topic because I've been listening to y'all all day. I used to send my mama off when she would say, baby, did you do your homework? Of course I did my homework. But because I knew she didn't check my homework, I did not do my homework. But here's the thing. I had teachers who literally knew that I was on some BS. So it got so bad for me, not you, just me, where I had to take my homework to home and have my mother sign off on it.
That's right. That's right.
And I still didn't do my homework. As we go back to the beginning, questioning the norm, I got to stay focused because the whoopings that I got, although some of them I did not feel I deserved
it.
Majority of the ones I got, I did. But now I want to question, why can't I say something to your child?
Absolutely.
What makes it so poignant that I don't have the ability to tell your child to sit down and be quiet?
Exactly.
Now, if I go spiritually, the Bible says that I'm responsible for doing everything in love. So if I tell your child out of love and respect to sit your ass down.
That's right. That's right.
The last thing you need to do is say, who are you to talk to my son like that? Because now you're going to graduate this conversation to a conversation that it's a parent that you didn't have with your parent. Because I am an adult who is telling a child to sit down and be quiet. Now, are you questioning my adultness? Because I've been adulting for a very long time.
I know that's right.
So I want to challenge and question the norm. And these times that we are living in, I have to blame us a little bit. Let me explain.
A lot, yeah.
How many times have we been in a situation where a minor has been around us and we've said nothing? Now, I will not lie to you. I'm not going to front. Some of these kids are scary as hell. This is true.
Yes.
Some of these kids are packing.
Absolutely. That's what I was just about to say.
But I need you guys to understand the same God yesterday is the same God today.
Hello?
Yes.
For me, I have the ability to come across in different ways. So I will say I have been responsible for asking a young man, or better yet, a young lady, do you mind doing me a favor?
You want
Look, it would really mean a lot to me if you could just stop cursing. When I got on the CTA bus and I heard those kids cursing in front of those adults and those seniors and those elderly people, my insides turned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I remember now, I'm not saying we didn't curse, because Andrew, you cuss so much now. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened.
You shut the hell up.
What I'm saying is, there was a time we had discretion in our cussing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I know I'm going away a little bit from questioning the norm, but hey, what the hell? It doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
But we would curse, but when we saw an adult, we would respect the presence of that adult.
Hello?
And we wouldn't say that. These kids nowadays look at you
Like
as
you
if to
lost your
say,
mind.
who are you to question me on anything that I'm saying or doing?
Yep.
So when I say let's question the norm, how about we question ourselves? Because the only way that we're going to get closely, remotely back to what we grew up on is that we have to stand up ourselves.
You are absolutely right. You are
Exactly.
absolutely right.
I'm going to say use discretion, use wisdom. And yes, I pray to God a whole lot. But at the end of the day, I need to let you know that I love you more than you know. And I love you enough to correct what's going on. Because somebody ain't telling you something. Like you said earlier, Andrew, you got these kids in school being passed because the teachers, realistically, the teachers don't have to put up with this foolishness.
That's right.
I'm not mad at them. I want a raise every 2 years, too. You doggone right.
Yes.
Because you got to stop parenting.
Yeah.
And now you expect teachers to be the babysitters and the police.
Absolutely. And you know that you're sending a Malachi to school.
Exactly.
I used to want to teach. And I knew what I was getting myself involved with. So what I was going to do, day one of my teaching, I was going to have on my Armani suit with my Ferragamo shoes on, with my coach belt, and I was going to be looking dapper Dan. And I was going to introduce myself to the class. I was going to write my name on the board, Mr. Bailey. And I was going to say, class, good day. My name is I'll be your teacher for this next year. Now, because I'm a fair individual, I want you guys to understand something. Here is my gun. It's a 9mm Glock, automatic. Just like that. I need for everybody else in this room right now to take out your weapons and sit it on the desk.
Get it down.
Weapon respect. Because here's the thing: when all of our weapons on the desk, ain't nobody gonna hide nothing. So if I take you for yours, I'm going for mine. Because my classroom is gonna be meant for learning and not for fighting.
So that's right.
I wasn't able to do that. But anyway, that's my time. Jay, I actually got the stuff that I'm doing. Ask me, what am I doing?
Comedian Corey Bailey, what are you doing? What you got going on?
You know, I'm glad you asked. I want to make you aware of, I don't know if anybody has ever heard of a guy by the name of Tyler Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not familiar.
Yeah. Well, in Tyler Perry's production, there have been a conglomerate of handsome, well-built, singing men.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You guys may be familiar with that.
Yes.
Well, one of these brothers goes by the name of Terrell Carter.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's about 6'5". All he wears is white beaters and baby oil.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Chocolate. Yeah, he's chocolate, sexual chocolate.
Take you from one atmosphere to another.
Yes.
Well, he will be in Chicago next weekend
At my house.
because he is in the John Ruffin production entitled Bag Lady.
Lady Red is in there, yeah.
Bag Lady.
Lady Red is up in that. My girl Lady Red from 106, she's in that.
Also featuring Richard, a.k.a. If I take off my shirt, I'm too got muscle Gallion.
Oh, yes, Richard Gallion. That's my acting instructor. Yes, he is. Yeah, he got muscles.
You got my girl Trina, who, let me tell y'all something. This girl's song, Pamela Mann, changed me in rehearsal yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you the anointing hit that thing, I literally had to get out my seat and walk out into a different room because, let's just say, that thing was real.
So how can we pick up tickets?
Go to theater47.com, I believe. It's in Park Forest. Yours truly has been added to the production.
All right. Congratulations.
He's opening doors.
Are you singing?
Shut up.
You can sing, Corey.
I'm not singing. I'm not. Shut up. Edgar, shut up.
Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well, give us the information so that we can make sure we post it.
Next weekend, it's the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th in John Ruffin's brand new theater, Theater 47, that he now owns and operates without anybody else. Thank God for that.
I know that's
It's going down next weekend. I am super excited. John wrote an amazing play, y'all. I mean,
David Ruffin's child.
So I have my Facebook page. It's my cover page. You guys can hit me up for tickets, and I am so excited. I need everybody to come out and support. You'll be surprised at how amazing this thing really is. I'm so happy.
Okay, well, we'll definitely have that information posted on our page on the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Thank you so much, Corey Bailey.
All right,
have a good one, okay? Thank you.
all right.
You guys, this has been Corey Bailey's segment, comedian Corey Bailey, questioning the norm. Now, you guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we're getting right into our topic tonight, dating versus being in a relationship. Know the difference. And I tell you, I sure didn't. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families. Woo-hoo.
This ain't a regular love, babe. It's that wake you out your sleep, with me massaging your feet, shit, hey. It's that anything you want, I'm only here to please, shit, baby. You're always in my command, hey. Your kiss sends me a shot of dopamine. Oh no, I never had an instant until I met you. And I don't know if it's real or is it just a phase I'll go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure. I don't feel it's a one night stand. It's that look you in your eyes, make love in paradise. I want like it's that sweep you off your feet, give you everything you need. That's what I'm feeling. It's that don't pick up the phone, cause we wanna be alone. And I never thought I'd feel this way, then you came along and proved me wrong. Oh no, I never had an interest in until I met you. And I don't know if it's real, or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, babe. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, babe. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure. Since you came in my life, I see so clear.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, actress, author, chef, businesswoman, sizzling, and teacher, sizzling, simply E. Hey E, how's it going?
I don't know about that teacher because I needed some edibles to start. I need something small.
It takes a special type of person to deal with them kids. God bless your ministry. Okay, God bless them. But you all, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. This segment of the J Spot is being brought to you by Polish My Lips. Polish My Lips is a luxurious lip gloss in a bottle. It's like a nail polish bottle. And you just simply polish your lips and tell them, pucker up, buttercup. It tastes good too. I had somebody post some reviews. Would you post some reviews and tell them it tastes good?
It tastes delicious. You gotta lick. I need somebody to lick my lips.
Oh, yeah.
The other side.
So again, please go to her page and like her page and also place your order and check out the products at Polish My Lips. You guys, we're getting right into it.
Dive in.
Tonight, we're talking about dating versus being in a relationship. You need to know the doggone difference because there's a difference.
There's a difference.
Now, what is dating? You guys, in your opinion, I want you guys to just kind of jot down some in the feed. Let us know what your ideal of dating is. E, what's your idea? What is dating to you?
Well, y'all are getting to know one another because I don't like dating, but dating is y'all are talking on the phone, y'all are going out on these dates, whatever, getting to know one another, getting to spend time with one another. There is a time period for dating.
Is it?
I think it should just be one.
An hour?
Yeah, 1 hour. But there is a time period for dating. Thank you. My lips are sexy. Oh, you're so sweet. You just try to kiss off. I might let you do that. You got a job? Okay, call me. So there's a time period, but I say the time period should be 1 hour. We have dated for 1 hour. We have known each other, and now you kiss me, we together. I'm just letting you know. We in a relationship. If you touch on me, we married.
Okay. Now, according to an online source, dating is a stage. Unlike what you just said, an hour. Dating is a stage of romantic relationships whereby two people meet socially with the aim of each assessing the other's suitability as a prospective partner in an intimate relationship or marriage. So basically, you're just checking each other out and getting to know each other. Now, what is a relationship?
Wait, you're a Homer here.
What?
Homer Lyon said dating is taking time out, understanding likes and dislikes.
Okay. Now, what is a relationship?
You done related and
You
touched
are.
me.
What is a relationship? And
you touched me.
You touched.
They touched me. You touched me. You got a hug. Shut up. You touched me. Therefore, we are in a relationship.
Now, this where the bull junk comes in. According to an online source, a relationship is when two people are connected by a mutual commitment to each other. You and the person you're with have agreed, either officially or unofficially, that you're seeing each other exclusively and are in a partnership together. Wait a minute. How do you unofficially agree? Like, okay, what happens in this point? Like, I don't understand that. How do you
unofficially agree?
Right. And
when
how
you tapped it? You just now unofficially agreed that we was together. So that's how. And I don't know. You turned it off. You don't like me too well. You don't like me. Can y'all hear me?
So a relationship. So if you having sex, so does sex automatically make the transition? Is that the transitional point where you go from dating to being in a relationship? Once you have sex, do you automatically go from boom, we were dating, but now we're in a relationship? We done did the horizontal mambo. We're in a relationship.
She could feel that way. And unfortunately a lot of, and I won't say women because they'll say a lot of women, but people, do constitute sex as we're in a relationship.
Okay, you all. We've talked about this before. It's 2019, and I have to remind you, it's the beginning of the year. Remember the coochie contract, okay? So you had sex, you did the horizontal mambo, you have unofficially signed the coochie contract. So you are now in a relationship.
We together.
Hey, we together. We're together. Like, we done did the horizontal mambo. We're together.
It's a couple.
You need to understand that that's how it is. Okay. If you don't like the rules and the terms and conditions to this, don't sign the coochie contract. Okay?
Ain't no Jason Washington hush up. Talking about something. It's called friends with benefits.
No, that's some bull junk right here.
You have to agree to friends with benefits.
You have to, and it's a mutual agreement. It's friends with benefits. No, you signed the coochie contract. You have signed over your rights to be single, and so now we is booze. Okay, you my boo, I'm your boo, and that's just it. Okay?
Yeah, we was busting uglies.
Absolutely.
And now we is hush up.
Absolutely. And it's just like, when did dating and being in a relationship become two different things? Or was it always like that? Was it always dating is dating and being in a relationship is being in a relationship?
I swear that's this Midwest thing.
Maybe it's just me because I always thought that it was the same thing. Up until a few years ago, literally, you guys, I swear, true story. I always thought dating and being in a relationship was the same thing.
That's what I thought.
It wasn't until doing the J Spot and doing my, according to an online source, that I found out that this bull junk is different.
Explosion.
So can you imagine how shocked I was, and I still am, because to me, even though they have technical different definitions,
baby,
but to me, theoretically, they're the same. They're one and the same. And I have a hard time, sometimes like separating the two, like dating. So I just don't understand, when did it become different? So you all help us in the feed. Like, has it always been different, or is it just me? Because I know I teeter, from time to time, and I stay out there.
Trying to sell a bit.
That glacier out there that's just floating along in the Arctic with that polar seal bass.
Titanic hit.
That's the one that right. That's just me. I kind of float along, and nobody else is there with me, but I'm all right.
Well, Michael,
I haven't sank or anything.
Michael Johnson said, not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. I don't know why the could is there. Could be just a sexual relationship. Sometimes people other than sex don't connect outside the bedroom, which that is true. And then Jason Washington said, how can sex equal relationships? So you know what?
Right. Because once you do it, you connect.
Did it.
We connect. See, just like that, and that's it.
And I have a coochie contract literally written on the inside of my little lips. It says, if you enter into it, we are together. That's what it says. You got to look with the fine print, baby.
It's the fine print.
It's down there. It's tattooed down in there.
Right. Okay. It is.
And you signed it once you put your head into them. You signed it. It's signed.
We are together.
And delivered. The delivery was that orgasm is delivered.
That's right. So we're together.
So it's together.
Like, so be careful signing the coochie contract, and just make sure that you dealing with somebody that, if you're not ready for that type of,
relationship or situation,
commitment, then discuss the coochie contract and discuss sex beforehand, so that everybody can make sure that they're on the same page. Because here it is, 2019, we all have different definitions of things. So she may be thinking that, like me, dating was a relationship.
Well, Stacey Williams said you can date multiple people and not be in a relationship with them. Think of courting. You don't court multiple people. In order for
one person,
to court, the courting is you're in the mindset of getting married. That's why you court. It's a difference between courting and dating. It's a big difference. Courting is not, I'm going to just court everybody. You don't court everybody. You're looking at this person as, this is the one that I possibly want to have a marriage with, or a real relationship with, a commitment with. So I'm going to court this person. Back in the day, your grandparents didn't date 20 million people. They courted that one person or whatever. And they waited for that one person. They didn't sit up here and date, or we didn't court multiple people. So don't get courting confused with dating. It's
right, because now, but we got to keep in mind though, Grandpapa was probably a Rolling Stone or two. Now he probably had his outside family over there. Hey, but you know what? He wasn't letting nobody touch. He wasn't letting nobody touch his home. Wherever he called home, he wasn't letting nobody.
You ain't about to disturb that. He didn't set the rules down. He done gave you the pipe. Right. But that's all you're going to get for these little happy children. He might give you some dollars here and there. But you ain't going to disturb either B and them.
Right. And Miss Aretha and them over there, you ain't
do that.
You're not.
He going to pull the shotgun on that ass.
Absolutely. So,
respect. Deron Montgomery says, how do you explain when women say, I'm not looking to settle down, I'm just dating? Dating is seeing different people, keeping it casual. In a relationship, we have to discuss being together.
Okay, fellas, let me just help you out. When women say that, they say that to put your defenses down. They say that to put your defenses down, to put you at ease, so that you can feel like you're not looking. She's looking for a relationship, especially if she says that. she's looking for a relationship. It may not be with you, but she's looking for a relationship. So that's a two-edged statement right there.
Yes,
she could be putting the first thing, she could be putting your defenses down so you don't think it's no pressure for you. That could be the first scenario. Or the second scenario is she want a relationship, just not with you. She's not looking for a relationship with you. So technically she's being honest in that sense because you don't have a shot. Okay, so you don't have to worry. So both ways you can exhale, you can breathe easily, bro, because it's not you.
And a relationship, honestly, it doesn't equal courting because some people just may like being in a relationship. I know people that just love being in a relationship with that person. And they unfortunately will take a person out for courtship. Now, mind you, I'm Muslim, so in the Nation of Islam, whatever, when you take a sister out for courtship, your intentions are you want to marry this sister eventually. So I know a brother who that's all he likes to do is court. He will take you out for courtship. You think that y'all are possibly going to get married because this brother didn't ask you for courtship. And then probably about a good 6-7 months down the road, he going to call it a day.
And after he done got what he wanted.
He may not even have sex with you. That's the thing. He's not even doing that. He's not out there being sexual with the person. He literally enjoys being in that relationship and the idea of courting this person. That's it. I was like, that's the problem. You tick me off.
Wait, so we have Stacey Williams. She's saying, I'm on that glacier next to you. My nerves too bad. I know that's right, Stacey. See, we have to own where we are. And it's just like, listen, I'm very sensitive. I'm a very upfront person. I'm a very open person. I'm in, I'm out. There's no wondering, there's no in between, like, are we together? Are we, I ain't got time for all that bull junk. So it's just like, I don't do it. So which do you prefer? Do you prefer dating or do you prefer being in a relationship?
I prefer a relationship. Don't look at me. Why is he harassing me?
Because he done with that.
Hey, Mike Love. Hey, Clifton Williams.
Hey, guys.
I prefer a relationship because I enjoy being with that one person. But like I was talking to Jay last night, I'm kind of enjoying the single space right now. I'm enjoying the dating thing. I do want to get married eventually, but not today and not tomorrow. Way down. Hush up. I told you about that. I do have a man. Why you out of mind?
First, I hate dating. I don't like the idea of starting over and getting to know somebody, especially people that think that they can get all up on you and get in your personal space. I hate that. Like, don't get in my space unless I give you an invitation to get in my space. Like, I'm just very personable like that. Like, I don't, don't be trying to come fill all up on, unless you're right. Like, don't try to, slide in for all. If I'm not giving you those, because here's the thing. If I'm like this, if I'm like concrete, no, you don't have an invitation. No. But if I'm sliding all over,
if you giving them, how she do, you be laying in the bed at nighttime with your girl. And then in the morning times, she done pulled the panties off and stuff, and then she done tooted that toot out to you. That's telling you, she tried to tell you to come on get this. So make sure you understand the signs. If she done kept her panties on and now she got the whole house robe on in the bed next to you, that's telling you, get the hell away.
Right.
You ain't getting no monkey today.
Don't touch. So it's just like dating. It's like you got to start all over. So I love being in a relationship. I love being in a committed relationship, and I do look forward to getting married at some point. But all of this dating multiple, because dating is confusing. You're seeing all these multiple people. Oh my God. Like, I don't even have time. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, even if I am dating, I only want to date one person at a time, so we can go through the elimination process very quickly. So if it's like it's not a fit for us, okay, so
leave
we can close that chapter, and then like when I get my mind right or whatever, depending on how deep it was, then I'll go and date somebody else. But dating multiple people at one time, I don't like them.
Jason Washington says, "Don't send me mixed signals," and that's on both ways though, because Women will send you mixed signals, but men, y'all are the king of mixed signals in the send off. Y'all, oh my God, y'all will send a female off. Y'all will take her out on this date. Y'all will take on another date. Y'all will call, you will text, you'll be like, man, I really want to just settle down and I'm looking for someone, blah, 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 blah. You'll bring her around family and friends and everything, introduce her to the whole crew. And then when she say, okay, well, what's our status? Oh, we just good friends. Wait a minute, you done ate the monkey.
Right.
You done topped into the monkey. You done signed that invisible coochie contract down to my monkey and everything else. And now you have sent me the most mixed signal of them all and then said, oh, we just good friends. Don't send mixed signals. If you don't want any mixed signals, don't send no mixed signals.
Absolutely. Suzette Selvey, she's saying women are always looking for a relationship. That is so true. And Stacey Williams, she's saying maybe things are different down here. We date before deciding to be in a relationship. And yeah, and that's the thing. I guess that may be a coastal thing, but well,
I'm telling you that's a coastal, because I've never down south. I'm telling you, we's together. That's still that check yes or no box that still exists.
Yes.
When you say I'm with you and we're together, you like me, you do. I want you to be my girlfriend. Okay, we're together.
We're together.
That's how
it.
the first date works out.
Right.
But up here, I'm still blown away from this
mind-boggling.
dating
Like
thing.
it's just like it's
wait,
so
what?
confusing, and you gotta ask all these different things. Clifton, he's saying, hello, ladies, great show thus far. Thank you so much, Clifton. It's crazy. As I said, all of these different games, and it's just so much stuff. Just say what you want.
Yes, and that's the thing, though. I don't think they know. Like one person I talked to, I asked them, you're afraid to, you got all these issues, whatever. You want to be in a relationship, yeah. But at the same time, you're so afraid because of all the past crap that you done dealt with. So you don't know which way you want to go. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, why are you trying to see somebody? I mean, if you just want to, a jump off, whatever, go. It's so many girls out there giving some coochie away. Get you a jump off, throw a condom on it so you won't catch nothing and keep it moving. If you want, put a dental dam up so you eat the monkey, put a little dental dam up, you don't catch nothing. Why you keep looking at me? You good to go. Y'all don't know what a dental dam is. Get some saran wrap, put it down there on a monkey. Make sure you wrap your tongue up in the saran wrap too, and then you can go ahead and eat you some coochie all the live long day, and there will not be any saliva. Make sure you cover that up area. There ain't no juices in your mouth, and you ain't gonna catch nothing, and you ain't gonna give her no bump on her coochie. We good to go.
Yeah, and see, it's like you doing all that. It's just like, okay, I don't even want to be bothered. Like I just like that just means that we got too much going on. We got too much traffic in between us, and it's just like too many distractions. How can you focus on truly getting to know someone when you have this person over here, this person over there? Like when I go to a restaurant, I'm not distracted by the menu because oftentimes I know what I want.
Yeah.
Unless it's somewhere I've never been, but I still kind of stay in the same family. I mean, I may adventure out a little bit here and there.
Sometimes you gotta cut out the line.
But like when I go for my coffee, I don't have to even look at the menu. I know what I like. I know how I like it, and I never get bored with it. I never tire.
That's what happens when you selling a bit. Please, y'all, come help Jay sell a bit, because
I never get tired of what I like.
Help her sell a little bit.
If I like it, I'm gonna always like it. And I like it how I like it. I like it good.
Deron, y'all know that's right. Yes, Mike, dental dam. And then Deron Montgomery says, is coochie in the Bible? It is in the print of it. You got to look real close. And I'm going to show you how to
that part when it say in it thrust between it. That's right there. That's what they talking about. That's it. That's what they talking about. We're going to help you out here.
Hello, we're going to have Bible session at my house later. And then
between it.
Jason Washington says, women sometimes tend to lead because she waiting for the man she want to act right. Y'all lead us on. Y'all like leading the blind astray. As y'all enjoy leading women on. Let's just be real. And then it's vice versa. I'll lead you on if you want to be led on. I sure will. I'm going to lead you just where you want to be led to.
Right. And here's the thing. You have to pay attention to the people are going to tell you what their intentions are without really telling you what. If somebody say that they just looking to hang out or they just looking to be cool, and you know that you're looking for something committed, go the other way, that's some bulljunk.com, because they looking just to be out there, just being friendly. She want to have friendly coochie. He want to have friendly wing wong. And you guys are just friendly with it all together. That's until it get real for one person involved. Now, now here come all the extra drama.
Exactly.
So, listen for those key words, friend, I ain't looking for nothing serious. I ain't trying to hang. I just want to hang out. I ain't ready for nothing. Listen for that bull junk. Okay. Listen for it. You can oftentimes get that out over a nice conversation or a text message or whatever people communicating these days. But listen to those signs, because the bull junk is out there,
real.
and you can definitely see it. Now, when dating, when is it no longer considered dating, but a relationship? How many dates are we going to go on before we are considered in a relationship?
Men.
We going out on a date every weekend for 2-3 years straight, and we still dating. Boy, what the?
You done met the children. You done came to the family reunion.
You done cooked dinner. We just dating.
We going to, your cousin's wedding and stuff as a dating couple.
Right, I done got the thing, but we still dating. Who is that? We date. How long we dating?
It's my living in vain. I swear to God.
Right, it's my
I swear for
and
God.
don't be not gave up the South Virginia, and y'all still dating. What are we doing? Like, I mean, I could have been saving this hoo-ha, for
I tell you,
for a commitment, but we out here just hanging around, slanging around, banging around, just all around. All around. So Facebook, at what point does it become a relationship? I don't know. Like, I don't like dating, so I'm not going to stay in a dating phase for too long. I'm going to keep asking questions. And if I'm not getting the answer that I want to hear, then I'm going to have to fall back, because I don't want to be led on. I don't want to have my feelings hurt, because listen, I wear my feelings right here. My feelings all day long right here. That's why my sleeve ain't long, because this is what my feelings are. They stay here. I know this. Trying to change it. Well, my feelings right here on my sleeve. She be in her feelings, sure do. 24/7. She's always in her feelings about a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just always in my feelings. So no, this will move kind of quickly for me, because as I said, I don't like dating. I don't like being around all these, you all up in my, what are you talking about?
You want?
I just want one person face like that. Just consistently. We just be in each other's face just like that. That's it. Just one person. I don't need all these people.
So they losing their mind on a dental dam, and then Mike Love said, if you go to a woman with some sincerely saran wrap, you're going to get hit. Well, listen. They got tongue condoms. They do have tongue condoms. They're about the size of a thumb. They're little condoms. Stick them on your tongue or whatever. Put some plastic wrap. I don't know. Like I said, that's just for those that you don't want to, you want to date, but you don't want to lead this woman on. But you want to go eat some monkey, and you probably want some, receptor. You want some head too. So go get you a tongue condom, whatever. Go find you a little trick or whatever you want to do. Eat you some monkey. You good to go. Let her slob your knob or whatever, and y'all good to go and keep it moving.
Oh, are we still?
Put some plastic wrap on you. It's still going. It's just crazy. I don't know what's going on.
So with that, so again, just know what you want. Be honest about what you want, and let's just keep it moving. Like, don't make it seem like you don't want to be in a relationship when you really want to be in a relationship. Now, are there any rules to dating?
You can't touch my boobs yet.
You can't touch the boobs?
You can't touch my boobs either.
I think that the biggest rule for me would be upfront and be honest about your intentions. If you're just looking for sex on a platter, say it.
Say, I just want to bust.
Just say it.
And that's the thing. Men don't think, or some men, I don't want to say all men. Some men don't think that women want that honesty. We actually do. We respect it better if you just say that I just want to bust down. Tell me that. Then I can say, maybe I'm feeling like I want to do something. Or, you know what? Thank you so much for your honesty. That's not what I'm looking for right now. But, hey, move on to the next one. And be able to take that, that gut punch. You'll be okay.
And it's just like, just let me, because it's like, what again, everybody knows what you won't do is somebody else out there that will do it. So it's like you don't even have to waste your time sneaking and doing this and doing that and all this other crazy stuff. It's like you don't even have to waste your time doing that because there's somebody out there that will do it without a problem. So I mean, I think that that's the biggest rule for me is to just be upfront. Let me know what it is you want, what we doing, is we doing it, or are we not? Like that's just plain and simple. Are we doing it? Now, here are some pros to dating. You always have somebody that you can do some stuff with. You creating some enjoyable moments. You got somebody to listen to you, and you can be with a different person as often as you like. So you ain't got to stay with the same person. It's variety. So you decide you want some vanilla this day, got vanilla. You want some chocolate this day, you got chocolate. You know, you can do whatever you like with whomever you like because you're dating.
I don't want to do it like
You don't?
that. No.
I don't either. I'm like, like I said, I like what I like and I want what I want.
You might get a bump.
Oh, no, not the bump.
You might be, because you want to kiss, if they got some
see, dating, I don't know. You can't be kissing dating like we're not going to be kissing because I like to kiss. And if I don't kiss you, I don't like you.
That's right. I give you that church hug. I don't even want to do that.
Let me check this feed. Are we
something wrong with this feed? But our YouTube is fine.
Real quick. But, I don't like that kissing crap. If I don't kiss you, I don't like you.
No, that I like to kiss, but
if I don't kiss you, that means I'm just like I'm not there. Like I'm not there in the devil. Mm-hmm.
You need to pay your cable bill. You ain't paid that bill yet. All week long, you done let this bill go past and you ain't paid it, and you talking about some take it out because he ain't paid that bill. He ain't paid that bill. Pay the bill. Pay the cable bill. Pay the Wi-Fi. It's okay. You got a relationship with the Wi-Fi. A man just said on the thing, do I have a relationship with my Wi-Fi? Yes, you do have a relationship with your Wi-Fi because stuff like this. When you don't pay your Wi-Fi bill, it cuts off and then your relationship is non-void. And we got cut off because somebody chose not to do what? Pay that relationship, pay that bill.
So with that, you guys, though, again, thankfully it's the end. We get
you
ready to
got us on filters. You get some little things right there.
Hey. So now here are some cons to dating. You don't have that someone special. It can be costly for men. And when they don't understand the difference between dating and being in a relationship, I oftentimes fall in that situation. I fall in that category. It's like, I don't know the difference between dating and being in a relationship. But again, to me, it's kind of one and the same. I'm trying to not look at it like that, but hey, it's some bull junk and everybody needs to know it's some bull junk. Like, just again, say what you want and we're going to just do it like that. If you don't want to be in a relationship, then we're not going to waste our time like being in a relationship and doing this. Now, what are some pros to being in a relationship?
You with that one person. You already know that y'all are together. You like each other. Y'all are together. You ain't have to worry about whether or not they person, you got to remember this person's name because you know their name. You ain't got to worry about other people's names and everything else. You good to go. And then you got some good, dingling. You can, test out the waters, make sure the dingling, that's not a cuss word either. Make sure the dingling is okay.
Make sure the South Virginia and all of that stuff is definitely in working order. So again, with that, it's like the pros, according to an online source, for being in a relationship is that you have someone to possibly spend the rest of your life with as a possibility, like you meet the right person. You have improved health conditions because you ain't out there ripping and running the street, trying to play all these games. Improved health conditions. Reduced risk of STDs. Now, the only way that is true is if you both are faithful. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
I can't even spell it.
Just want to put that out there. If you both are faithful, then you've reduced your risk of an STD, and then you're happier.
Exactly.
I mean, when you're in a relationship, you're in a loving, good, healthy relationship, you're happy.
Yes.
Now, again, these pros are just based upon being with the right person. Because if you're with Debbie Downer or Clint the Complainer, none of these things will apply because you're not gonna be happy. She gonna always be down about something. It's gonna always be some bull junk going on. He gonna always be complaining about some stuff. It's just the yin and the yang ain't yin and yanging. It's like it's just not doing what it's supposed to do. So it's really not gonna work. So it's like, again, choose accordingly. Exactly. Proceed accordingly. It's like, if you want to be in a relationship, say that.
Say you want to be in a relationship and stop leading people on.
Right.
On both parts. If the female, you don't want to be in a relationship, and I think, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I think that most women are, upfront about, I do want to be with you, blase Skippy. But you have some women that don't. I will tell you upfront that, I'm not really want to be in a relationship, or I do want to be in a relationship. This is what I'm looking for, whatever.
So now, when you say that you don't want to be in a relationship, do you really mean that you don't want to be in a relationship, or is it just that person? Is it typically just with that person?
If I don't want to be in a relationship, then it's with everybody. Okay. I don't want to be in a relationship. That means that 9 times out of 10, I'm in school, and I don't have the time to try to help you out in your feelings, do my classwork, focus on my children and my household and stuff, get this business together, write this up. No, something's got to give. And what's important to me are, the first or the last 5 things. You are not important to me. So I'm going to cut you off. And I will tell them, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't even want to date. I enjoy going out. I enjoy having fun. I'm good on that. I don't want anything more than that. I'm okay. And if I got an itch, I got a couple of toys at home that'll fulfill my little needs. So I'm okay on that too.
So now, what type of information should you disclose to the person that you're dating? Meaning, should you let them know that you're dating and sleeping with other people?
No, none of their business.
When you dating?
No.
What do we hide? What are we holding that back for?
But you ain't get to tell them it.
But if you're dating somebody else and we're just dating,
you can tell them that we're dating. And so I
would that not be sending mixed messages if I'm seeing somebody else and you haven't disclosed that information? Would I be sending you a mixed message?
You can say that okay, that is fair. So you can say that I'm dating and I believe while I'm dating, I believe in dating multiple people.
Okay, cool.
So now you ain't got to tell them that you busting uglies with everybody. That's between you and whoever you bust ugly with last night. So
listen, I mean, you know what?
If they fall in, they fall in.
Because I'm like, I don't want to, like, if I find somebody and he's dating somebody else, then I'm gonna fall back because I don't want to be involved. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be involved with someone that's dating somebody else. I just want it to be all about us. And if it's not all about us and you can't take it to all about us, then that's something that I'm personally just not into. I've never been into the you, me, and he.
No, I'm not.
What we gonna do?
I mean,
baby?
I've done my little share.
No, I'm not into that.
I'm not into. Done my little fun time.
No, I don't share men, and I don't share my coffee creamer. I just don't. Please don't ask me for my coffee creamer.
I don't like to share ding-a-ling. I'd rather give you, even on that note, if we're together and you want to do like the threesome routine, I'd rather give you an open pass to go knock yourself out with 2 other females besides trying to ask me to do a threesome. I'm good on that.
You need to get you need to get your threesomes and all the other stuff out your system before we come together and make things official. You got to get all that out before because I'm like, no, I don't like another person. I'm just not interested in bringing another person into my relationship on no level.
The difference, Denise Coleman said the difference between a relationship and dating is the difference is involving emotions or not. And that's true. When you're in a relationship, you have your emotions involved and invested in this person. Dating, more so, I don't think you get your emotions caught up in this person. I think that you're happy to be with this person. You like them, but you can kind of stop your emotions because you already know, I'm just seeing you. I'm just dating you. This one right here said no.
Mine is right here.
We is together. You tell me we just dating. That's what you thought because I'm like, we together, and we together. You can say whatever you want to say.
And that's one thing about me. I mean, I'm very vocal and I'm very upfront about the way that I feel and what I want. Like, so there is no secrets. There are no aha moments. It's just like, and there's no like. Believe it or not, there's no crazy moments. Like, if you can't give that to me, I understand it and I accept it and respect it now, because back yonder, I wasn't always, as understanding as I am now. But it's like now that you like, your worth. I'm like, shoot, I know I'm a damn good woman. And
Jam.
so, see, y'all like how I said that. And so, there's no need to do all the extra fry and all the extra stuff, because, I know I'm good. So it's like, I may not be good for you. We may not be good together. And that's the thing. It's just like, just because you're not good with that person, don't mean that you're not a good woman or a good man or this and that. It just means that y'all two together,
gel together.
Y'all may be like what that flammable stuff. You do not sit near flames, yeah, because a combustion, with that gasoline is good. You need gasoline to go in the car. But you put it next to a flame, woo! Yeah, you need the heat to keep you warm. You're good. So they're good separately. But you put them bad boys together, you got some problems. And that's how some relationships are, and that's how some people are. And you got to understand, sometimes it's not, it's not you, it's just y'all together. But now if you like that with everybody, let me tell you, it's you.
It's you.
You are the combustion. You are the flame in the gasoline. All in one. It's you. You bring that package to the table.
Fire, no desire.
It's you. But if it's just a one, every so often, then it's kind of, that person.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, if it's always a turn up in your relationship and it ain't never no peace, you ain't never had a peaceful situation. Let me help you out. It's you. It's the beginning of the year. It's you, and it's you not in a good way. So again, just determine what it is that you want.
Yes.
Be honest. If you looking for just a random hidden and quit it, say it.
Say that. Say I just want to bust down. Be like, bet.
It's so many hit it and quit it out there that's available that it's like, I mean, trust me, they in your inbox all day long, all day strong.
Man.
You got your wide variety to choose from. So it's like, you don't have to play around with a good man that's looking for a relationship or a good woman that's looking for a relationship. Just find somebody that's going to be on the same bull junkie that you are on and be on some bull junkie together. But you guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. You have been watching, listening, talking to, chilling out with the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Good night, you guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.